So today I was going to be talking about my April favorites, and these are just going to be my favorite beauty products and just my favorite items for this past month of April. So the first things I'm going to be talking about today are just going to be my beauty products, and then the last part of the video I will talk about the other items that were my favorites but are not necessarily beauty products. The very first thing that I'm going to be talking about is the Garnier Skin Renew BB Cream. And I'm going to have a video going up soon on a review on this product, so I'm not going to go completely in depth about this, but I love this product. It's so great in the mornings when you're trying to get ready fast. It gives you good coverage. It's not full coverage, but it's not like a really light. It's somewhere in between. My skin is very discolored. Like I have a lot of red in my skin, and it evens out my skin tone really well. Another great thing about this product, which I mentioned it in that review, but it's like 3 things in one. It's like a moisturizer, a sunscreen, and you know, it evens out your skin tone. So this is awesome. And then I've talked about this favorite before in a favorites video, but my Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller, like I've been using this so much. I've went through a few of these like over the past like 10 months that I've been using this, and it just works really well with the Garnier the Skin Renew Miracle Skin Perfector. It's really moisturizing. It doesn't settle in your lines. It hides like any dark circles that you have really well. It's very easy to apply. It's very creamy. And I just love this concealer. It's the best concealer that I have found. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. It's just a pressed powder. And this is what I've been using to help set the Skin Renew, the Garnier BB Cream. And it works really well. It has a little mirror and like little spongy powder puff in here, which I don't really use that unless it's like an emergency and like I'm out and about and don't have my brush with me and just want to take out some shine. You know, I might just like use it like that. My forehead's a little bit shiny. To take out some of the shininess. But I usually use the F30 brush by Sigma to apply this. I just like will dip it in there and just kind of press it over the BB cream. And then the color that I use in this is the Soft Ivory. It says N1. I don't know if you guys can read it, but I'll just hold it up there. That's what the back of it looks like. And I'm pretty pale, so I think this is like one of the lightest shades that they make in it. And it's also a neutral. I know that they have warm and cool. This is a neutral shade. Then another one of my favorites this past month has been the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen. And I have this in Black is Black, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Black is Black. And I also have it in Black and Brown, which I'm wearing the Black and Brown today, and it looks pretty close to just black, honestly. It's not a light brown. It's a very, very dark brown. I heard about these from Tiffany, from Makeup by Tiffany D, and I thought I would try these out. Like, these pens are not like super wet, so whenever you store them, you might want to kind of store them upside down so like the liquid will kind of go down to the pen. That's what the tip of the pen looks like if you haven't seen it before. And the product just comes through the pen. There's not like, you know, the liquid product down in the lid. It's actually in the pen itself. And it's also like almost like a stain type of product. Like, it's not like a typical liquid liner. Like a lot of liquid liners, when you put them on, they're like shiny. This isn't shiny. Like, it's very flat. That's the Black is Black, and then this is the Black and Brown, maybe? Is it? Yeah. This one is the Black and Brown, which, honestly, I've never really swatched it, like, on my hand before. It almost looks black, really. Like, the Black and Brown I have down here, and then this is the Black is Black. In person, the Black and Brown looks really close to black, so it does look different whenever you put it on your eyelid. Like, I noticed the difference when I use the Black and Brown than when I use the Black is Black. The liquid stays on all day long. It doesn't smudge off. Like I said, it's like a stain, so it really stays on very well on your eyelid. And if you're not used to using liquid liners, these pens are really easy to use. So I highly recommend these if you haven't tried these out. And I don't think they're too expensive. You can get them at the drugstore, you know, Walgreens, CVS, Ulta, anywhere like that. But these are, I guess, second to last makeup products that I'm going to show as my favorites. But I really have been into using the High Tea lipstick from MAC. I just love this color. It's so neutral and wearable. It goes with everything. That's it swatched right there. It's just a really pretty shade. And this is a luster by MAC. So it's just very wearable. You know, you don't have to put a gloss over top of it if you don't want to. It just looks really nice on your lips. And then one of my other favorites has been the MAC Nymphette lip gloss. And that's what I have on my lips today. It's just like a really golden pink. This pairs really well with High Tea if you do want to wear a gloss over top of High Tea. It pairs really good together. And then my last makeup product that I'm going to talk about today is this NARS blush and bronzer palette, which I've mentioned this in a favorites video before, but I have just been using this so much, and it's like my all-time favorite bronzer and blush, so I want to mention it again. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, but it's the Orgasm blush by NARS and the Laguna bronzer by NARS. This is just the best blush. I would say that if there's one expensive blush to invest in, it would be to invest in this blush. It works on so many different skin tones. You can build it up, you know, to darker coverage if you are a darker skin tone. It just goes with any makeup look that you do. It just looks so natural, just like really naturally flushed cheeks. And it's just like a really pretty, I guess, kind of corally pink with like golden flecks in there. And the Laguna bronzer is just a really nice bronzer. It does have some shimmer in it, but it doesn't really show up on your skin. It's more of just like a satin type finish when it's on your skin. So I really highly recommend those products. You know, since it is kind of expensive, I think it's like, I want to say it's around $45, $48, but I'm not for sure. But if you can't invest in like two large things of them, you can do like I did and just buy a palette that's got both, so it's like more bang for your buck. And I've had this for probably 10 months. I think I bought this back in July of last year. So I've had this for a very long time. It lasts forever, so it's well worth the money. Another thing too, like this Nymphette lip gloss pairs really well with the Orgasm blush. So I really love those products together. Then I guess the next thing that I'm going to talk about are these Velcro rollers, which I did a video on how to get like voluminous bouncy hair. And I used these Velcro rollers in that video. I didn't use the Velcro rollers today, so this is just how my hair looks whenever I curl it with my curling iron. But in that video, I show you how to use these, and it really creates so much volume in your hair. So if you want to check out how I use these, just go check out that video. I'll link it below in the down bar. But I've loved these this past month. And you can get those Velcro rollers anywhere. I mentioned that in that video. You could get them at Sally's Beauty, at Walmart, at Target. You could probably get them at drugstores too. So they're just really accessible, and they're really great things to have. This is my all-time favorite curling iron. And I know a lot of people don't have this size of curling iron. It's a 2-inch barrel curling iron. It's not going to create like ringlet curls or anything like that, but it really helps to create just like having your hair curled under, which helps to create some body in your hair. So if you want to have straight hair but have body, I would definitely recommend that you buy this curling iron and just try it out. If you've never used a 2-inch barrel curling iron. This is a Hot Tools one. I know you can get those at Ulta. They also have, it's kind of like an off-brand of Hot Tools that they sell at Sally's. You can also get the 2-inch barrel curling iron there as well. This is just a golden one. It's not chromatic or anything like that, I don't think. And I've had this thing for so many years. I had this back when I was in high school, so I've had it for well over 10 years, and it still works. So I just absolutely love this curling iron, and I've been using it all the time, like every day. Whether I use it with the Velcro rollers or if I just curl my ends, I use this practically every single day. Then the last two things that I'm gonna, well, I guess it's not the last two things. I still have a couple more things to talk about. But one of my next things I'm going to talk about, but it's just a calcium supplement, and it's like in a chewable form. They're just like little chewable candies, and you're supposed to take like 2 of these a day. You might only need to take 1 if you take like a multivitamin or something like that. But it's got like 500 milligrams of calcium, 40 milligrams of vitamin K. It's got vitamin D. Just things that help your nails grow really strong and also helps your hair and your bones. These things are awesome. I used to take these all the time whenever I was in high school, and my hair was so beautiful and my nails were just really long and just really strong. I used to wear fake nails all the time, acrylic nails, and I recently got them taken off because I know it's unhealthy to really have those anyways, and it's really unhealthy for your nails. So I wanted to get those removed and just try to do my natural nails. It's just so much easier to do the acrylics. They look good all the time and they're just easy. That's why I would always get my nails done. But I'm trying to be better and be healthy and not wear those anymore. I know that they might not be the best because they have like sugar and stuff like that, but it's just a little bitty candy. So it's kind of reminds me of like a Tootsie Roll, but just a little bit more chewy. So, I mean, with all the benefits that it has in here, I wouldn't worry about the sugar or anything like that. But it just is recommended to only take 2 because your recommended daily amount for calcium is like around 1,000 milligrams. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about, it's actually a water filter for your hair. And a lot of city water has a lot of chemicals in there like chlorine and fluoride and stuff like that that's very unhealthy for your skin and for your hair. And so me and my fiance, we went to Lowe's and we bought like a shower head filter for our shower. And I obviously can't bring that in here and show you guys, so I'm just going to show you all a picture of that. Of the shower head. So you can go to Lowe's. I think it was around $24 that we bought that filter, but it's just really good to have a filter on your shower. My skin is super sensitive, and sometimes whenever I would get out of the shower, my skin would just feel really dry and itchy. After we put that filter on the shower, like my skin has been in a lot better condition. Like it doesn't itch. I feel like my dark circles don't look as bad. I know that's weird, but I think just using like filtered water just really helps with like breakouts and evenness of your skin. And it also just helps the tone of your hair too. So if you have blonde hair, using a filter will help it not to get brassy and things like that. So that's another reason why we got the filter put on our shower. And then also too, those Brita pitchers, I'll go get mine and show it to you. Like, we have been using those like crazy. It's really great to drink filtered water because, like I said before, like city water has a lot of chlorine and fluoride, which is very bad for you, very bad for your skin. So I've just been really into using that Brita pitcher and drinking a lot of water. But just to show you guys what this looks like, it's just like the Brita pitcher. I'm sure that most of you guys have seen those before, and they have the little filters that you can change out like once it goes bad. You know, if nothing else, get one of these Brita pitchers and just start drinking water out of this. It really made a big difference in my skin, I feel like, this past month. Alright guys, I have one last favorite, and I apologize. I know that this video is going to be forever long because right now it says it's 24 minutes, but I'm sure once I edit it, it's not going to be that long. But this last thing that I'm going to show you guys, it's like a show. Oh, well, it's not really a show. But it's the Planet Earth from the Discovery Channel. Like, I've been obsessed with this. I know that this came out several years ago. I guess it came back out in 2007. But I've just been watching the Discovery Channel a lot, and they've been showing this Planet Earth stuff. And I've just been really into watching this past month. So those were my favorites for this past month, for the month of April. I guess just leave comments below if you guys have tried any of these products out, or just let me know what your all's favorites were, and I will talk to you all very soon, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. These products like crazy the last half of March. And now that you have all the Velcro rollers out, what I do is